Ayo, what's good? It's your favorite Straw Hat Nico. Talking about the anime Classroom of the Elite. It's sensational to say the least. Let me explain real quick like Nestle. So they said in the show, the way it works, you go to a special school, you have a nice lifestyle, you have a good career, you have a nice life overall. But the main character was saying in the beginning of the show, there has to be a catch. There's nothing like true equality in reality. So what's going on? There has to be something up with this school. And it turns out this school is pretty nice. It has fancy equipment, it has state-of-the-art facilities, it's just dope. And of course the teachers are supposed to be the best in the world. But based on the first episode and every other episode after that, things are starting to make sense, but still a lot of puzzle pieces I can't put together just yet. So in the first episode, the way the school works is there's a point system. So the highest class has the most amount of points, and you already know, so it's class A, B, C, D. But the problem is, the only way to truly level up your class has to get more points as a collective. But here's the bad news. The school will not tell you what they consider, how you get points, or what they consider good students, which leads to more points. It's just ambiguous. So the main character was saying, something's not right. So we're at this school, and we know, hey, the way things work, class D is the worst class. Class A are gonna have a bright future because they're class A, and probably same thing with class B, maybe C. But we're always competing with each other. But the weird news is, yes, there's cameras everywhere. We have a point system where we can use points on just about anything, but it's kind of weird. So let me get this straight. To actually get points, your class has to do well in academics and just be good students, but they're not really saying what exactly they consider good students. So we're sitting here like, okay, what's up? But I know that from watching class D, I want to say the most normal of all the classes because all of them feel like, okay, half of them are high school rejects, or they're just trying to change their life and have the best life possible. But the weird news is, I won't like the system if I was in that school, because if my classmates affect our overall future, how are we supposed to live? And what we learned is class A and B, they seem really uptight and annoying because they're doing everything in their power to crush all the classes. Because class B appears they want to pass class A, become the new class A, and destroy class C and D. I don't know why they're doing this, but it feels like they're doing this because they're trying to make sure they're the only ones with the bright future. I could be wrong about that. But another thing that's weird about this whole class ranking system, it doesn't make any sense. So if the whole plan is, okay, the collective wins, how do you get your whole classmates to do good on their own? Or how do you know that because of one argument with your classmate, you're not ruining your chance to get more points? Because the way it works at that school, if you perform well on a test as a class, boom, you get higher points, which means the more points you have, the better chances of, hitting the next class or surpassing a class. So for example, class D can become class C with a good amount of points. But the problem is, because it's all about the collective, if half the class fails, you're not going to be able to pass class C and become new class C. Also, if half the class does well, it doesn't really matter because only half the class did well. So what it's supposed to do? They tried helping out their fellow classmates, but y'all know the deal. People don't want to do stuff because some of them thinking, it doesn't matter what we do. Either way, we're already doomed. They just want to, spend their points brazy. But I was thinking about it. This school is so weird. If everything can be done with points, does that mean all the kid has to do, hey, teacher, you're going to let our whole class pass? No, you're going to let us pass. Here's why we say this. Even if we fail, we have enough points to buy a good grade. So you can let us buy a good grade. It's a possibility, right? What got me super annoyed so far is just, from seeing class D, a lot of them aren't who they seem to be. And at first I was saying, why do this? And then it finally hit me. It's the way the school is advertised. The way the school is advertised, if someone told me, look, you go to this school and you're guaranteed a good life and a good career and fame and fortune or something along those lines, obviously not going to question anything and go there. Yes, of course, they could have been lying or just trying to hype it up. But I think what they really meant to say was, if you're in probably class A or B, you have the highest chance of being a top dog the rest of your life and your career. But the bad news is, based on what I'm seeing, class A aren't really what I want to consider honor students, because half the time it looks like what class A is doing, they have like a god complex. They think they're the best class out there. No one can touch them. Class B could touch them, but it's still a big gap. And I understand how class C feels. They see class D as trash, or saying y'all the worst of the worst. They said class D is defective, but I don't get what makes class D defective. Is the fact of, okay, made into the school, which is elite school, but the catch is they're the lowest of the low, so they can barely handle their own. Is that what we're trying to say? Because in this school, if you have the lowest grade, you get expelled. So I'm saying, this is how it works. They pick the classes based on, I guess, I don't know the actual criteria. I'll make a guess here. Maybe they make the classes based on grades or their previous school or backgrounds, whatever the case may be. Because what's weird is class D teacher seemed like she know what's up. She said no Class D has ever passed any of the Class C's. They always say D and they all failed, and they see Class C as effective, they're trash, and for some reason she still teaches there. So I'm wondering, why you still Class D's teacher if you don't agree with what they do? But what she was saying in the latest episode, it's all because of the main character, Ayano Koji, that he's probably the most broken or defective person in Class D. And I'm saying it doesn't really add up, because everything Ayano Koji's been doing was for the better of the class. He's basically doing good deeds for everyone, even at the risk of, himself, but he doesn't want no one to know what he did really. He's trying to pass on the favors to their students. So I'm sitting here like, oh, this is kind of weird. See, Ayano Koji's biggest problem is, from what I'm saying, he's a smart guy who just want to try more effort than he needs to. Secondly, he thinks more than he actually talks. So it's easy for people to misinterpret him and say, oh, he's this way, but he's really not. So I'm thinking the reason why he wants to be in the spotlight, he keeps saying this thing of he wants a peaceful life. So I'm thinking that's why he went to that school, because he asked the homeroom teacher, hey, do you truly believe in equality for all? And she was saying that's not how it works. And even if it was, still doesn't make any sense. So I was sitting here like, maybe he's thinking, okay, as long as he get to Class C or get his class to a higher position and get all his friends up, he's good to go. He can have a peaceful life he always envisioned. But the problem I'm always wondering for him is, what's his motivation? If I was him, I would just tell people what I did. Oh, I helped you, bro, because I could. Oh, no problems, I got you next time. But he doesn't say any stuff like that. He just wants to be low key. I'm wondering, what is in it for him? Like, what really? He doesn't have to help anyone in the class, because for all we know so far, if you help someone, that's not a guarantee you're getting more points for your class or yourself. If you use your points to back someone, what does it really do? We don't really know how the system works. And according to the homeroom teacher, they can't really say how school evaluates good behavior. It's just, look, if you see results, keep doing it. If something bad happens, it's because you as a class failed. So, I think what the show was trying to show us is the dangers of groupthink. If everyone's in the same boat, right, especially in the classroom, if one of us fails, we know we get expelled, we're not going to try to fail, right? Everyone in the school is either trying to change an aspect of their life they don't like, or trying to get a better life. I don't know what's in it for all of them, but I'm seeing over time the consistent pattern. Everyone in Class D, they have big flaws, and it's like they can't overcome the flaws, and they're just trying to just get by, barely. But hopefully, when the show's all said and done, we'll see a great ending. It got me thinking, the dangers of groupthink is the collective only worries about the immediate future, or mainly themselves as a group. So for example, that's why group projects don't really work out, because if your whole group mess up, you gonna take the L. So why are you trying to take the L if you can get a W? Also, maybe the school is being ambiguous on purpose. Maybe it's a whole big social experiment, or maybe they're saying, look, there's a way to get students to behave and excel. You gotta put pressure on them, but don't tell them exactly how stuff works. They gotta learn for their own and apply common sense and read between the lines. I think that's what the show's trying to do. Go sitting here the entire time. So it makes no sense. Class A seems condescending. Class B don't like Class C, and they're trying to crush each other. And Class D is just like, okay, we're just trying to get by. This show out here trying to inspire the youth, because in every single episode in the beginning has some type of quote, and it's like trying to give you a hint about what the episode's about, or just some moral. I remember one was saying, hell is other people, and I was saying, ooh. It's just like, wow, this show could be the sleeper of this season. I can't wait to see more of these characters and figure out what exactly motivates them to join this school. See some backstory, would be great. I'm not counting on it, but I think it's going to be tied into the story, because we need some motivation to understand, why did Class D become Class D? Why did Class C say they want to surpass Class B, besides the point of, this school, some of the top class has the best life? What's up? We're going to find out in due time. I know for you guys, if you've seen Classroom Elite, what are your theories about what's going on, why stuff happens? If you haven't seen the show, why haven't you? And what is the one question that may make you watch or not? Let me know in the comment section below. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. So do your boy a favor, King Konga, and the like button. Subscribe, join my Straw Hat fleet, ASAP hold the Rocky. Share on your favorite social media so I can expand my fleet one day at a time. If you want to back me financially, I got a Patreon. But hey, I'm just happy you stopped by and watched this video. I can say so much more, but my crew needs me.